what we did really in the last class. So there are so many instructions if you look at it in this program with comments, because we have already removed. So then I am going to remove really all program segments and run carefully so that you understand the program step by step, because there are a lot of comments that really we are not keen. You can see that really we don't need any more move BP comma 1, because we have already stored really in the stack. When we push here and push BP, we have here the stack. So then therefore of course really yes. So there are a few other comments I would like to highlight. This is the start of subroutine, and then this allows avoid the sequential execution. Sorry, I didn't put the comment, very important. Avoid sequential execution of program segment starting from store subroutine. Very important. So then sequential execution will not stop really by doing this. So therefore we can put a comment here, make sure the below program segment corresponding to store will not run twice. So very important that, so that you have to have in your mind all the time, so that really if you put really store program here, so then after we call to subroutine, call store, can remember here we are calling here, and then jump, call really jump, automatically jump really to this point, and then start executing all the instructions here until it finds return. So return allows what? Return will go back to the next instruction pointed by IP, which is stored in the stack by default. Very important. So then the stack by default. So then by default IP, we will see later on what is the IP address, and we can put here under comments as well. So then I am going to delete this part. I have already left this one with comments in the previous class, just to give you a clean program with substantial comments, so that really you will have a complete program without any doubt that what are the things running and what are the things not running. So then very important. So then additional comments, I'm pretty sure you can put really by yourself. I have just put here. So I mean that part now you must be very clear on that what we have to do. So then importantly, return from store subroutine, that is the point. So then before calling store subroutine assembler is better. Assembler save the next instruction, the address in CS corresponding to next IP address saves, I just put saves the IP address of next instruction to be executed in the main program. In the main program, before calling store subroutine, assembler saves the IP address of next instruction to the in the main program inside the stack. Very important. Inside the stack. Inside the stack. So this is really important. So then inside the stack. So what is that IP address means? IP address of what? So in this case, I can say here IP address of move C1, 1H, just to make sure. So after executing store subroutine, IP address will take out after executing store instruction on the execution after executing store subroutine on return, of course we can say like that better, on return IP address of move C1, 1H instruction will be pop up using pop instruction, that means pop IP from the stack so I will really from here I will put really in the next line so that really it is very clear for you. Pop IP from the stack automatically. So very important, this automatically. So storing in the IP and then taking back from the storing in the IP address of the next instruction of the main program to be executed automatically saves inside the push. You don't need to push IP, automatically push, and then we will see in short while when you execute you will understand. So then now I will put really what is the main program and what is not the main program. Okay, just to give you an idea, of course we can also use additional instructions, of course, really to make sure also you understand. So then we can really say that really start down at the moment, of course no need, of course then might confuse. Okay, we will say main program starts here. Okay, so then of course what we have here is the main program starts here, and then here what is going to happen, that really we are diverting by using call instruction the sequential execution of main program divert into store subroutine. So very important. From here, divert into store subroutine. Store subroutine. So then call is for that. So then very important. So then divert. So then practically first part of the main program in here. First part of the main program ends here. First part of main program. So then when we call to store, so then it goes to really store where the store starts, store label. So store label starts here. So as you can see, store label starts here. So then what is happening that really from here starts really once you call. So then actually what is happening after executing call store instruction in the main program, the execution of store subroutine will start here. So then very important, from the main program then it will jump here to store. So it store means automatic jumping, and then we have really so then now the IP address is different. IP address, once you call using store, IP address will be changed to push X. We will see really in the program itself, really when we run the program. So then of course this is the end of subroutine. Return will go to the next instruction pointed by IP, which is stored in the stack by default. Next instruction pointed by IP, which is stored in the stack by default. So then we have to say also here by IP pointed to the main program. Very important. Again, we will start from here, main program. So then by pointed to the main program, which is stored in the stack by default. So then from this return instruction, it goes back to the next instruction in the second part of the main program, or second part of the main program start from here. So very important. So then part 2 of the main program starts the execution upon return from store subroutine. So very important that. So then just to give you all comments what you in order to understand really what is happening. So then it will come here and start executing. Main program will start executing, and then very important, the instruction jump, otherwise this will continue. It's very important, otherwise this will continue. Code segment unless otherwise you direct to divert. So this, what is the meaning of that? Really store subroutine, and then it automatically it end is halt instruction. That's where really we want to halt